first time I heard my name, I thought it came from the hallway. That alone wouldn't have been strange. Old buildings carry sound in odd ways. Pipes echo. Voices travel. But I live alone. And the voice sounded familiar. It wasn't loud. It didn't call out to me. It said my name the way someone does when they already know you're listening. Quiet. Certain. I was standing in the kitchen when it happened. The lights were off except for the small lamp above the sink. Midnight had passed, but I hadn't gone to bed yet. I was leaning against the counter, scrolling on my phone, trying to avoid the silence that always seemed heavier after midnight. That's when I heard it. My name. Spoken clearly. From inside the apartment. I froze. Every muscle in my body locked in place as my brain tried to assign the sound to something rational. A neighbor. A television through the wall. A memory replaying itself at the wrong moment. I waited. Nothing followed. No footsteps. No movement. No explanation. After a full minute, I laughed, too loudly, too quickly, and told myself I was exhausted. That stress does strange things to perception. That hearing things doesn't automatically mean something is wrong. Still, I locked my bedroom door that night. At 2:17 a.m., I woke up. The time didn't surprise me anymore. By then, it felt scheduled. The apartment was silent again, that same unnatural stillness that made it feel less like a place and more like a held breath. Then, softly, from somewhere near the living room, I heard it again. My name. This time, closer. It wasn't coming from the hallway. It was coming from inside the walls. I didn't respond. I didn't even shift in bed. I listened as the voice repeated my name once more, slower this time, as if adjusting its pronunciation. Testing the sound of it. There was a faint vibration beneath the floorboards, like something moving through the structure of the building itself. Not walking, traveling. Exploring. When the voice stopped, I realized I had been holding my breath. The next morning, I searched the apartment for anything out of place. Furniture was aligned as usual. Doors were closed. Nothing had been moved. Except for one thing. On the inside of the bathroom mirror, written faintly in the steam-resistant coating, was my name. Perfectly spelled. I stared at it for a long time before wiping it away. The letters disappeared easily. Too easily. That night, I turned on the recorder. I didn't place it in the living room or the bedroom. I set it on the floor, right against the wall where the sound had seemed strongest. At 2:18 a.m., the apartment woke me again. The recording later revealed what I couldn't hear clearly in the moment. Multiple attempts. My name spoken in slightly different tones. Different pacing. Different emphasis. As if the apartment was practicing. Between each attempt, there was movement. Not footsteps, but subtle internal sounds. Beams settling, pipes shifting, the building responding to itself. Then came something new. A question. Spoken softly, almost curiously. Is this correct? I stopped sleeping after that. When I did rest, it was shallow and fragmented. I began leaving lights on. keeping the television running at low volume, just to break the silence. The apartment didn't like that. The recorder captured irritation for the first time. Not anger. Impatience. At 2:19 a.m., the voice spoke again, clearer than ever. You don't need the noise. That was the night the furniture moved without being touched. I watched the chair slide across the floor on its own, aligning itself with the center of the room. Facing me. I spoke back once. That was my mistake. I didn't say much. Just a quiet, trembling question. What do you want? The apartment responded immediately. Consistency. The word echoed, not just through the room, but through the walls, the floor, the ceiling. Like the building itself was speaking in unison. Names help with consistency. I tried to leave the next morning. The front door wouldn't open. It wasn't locked. The handle turned freely. But the door refused to move, as if the space behind it no longer existed. Behind me, the voice spoke again, gentle now. I'm still learning. The walls creaked softly, settling into place. Stay where you are. I don't know how long I was there after that. Time behaved strangely. Day and night blurred together, marked only by the moments the apartment chose to speak. It learned more words. Short phrases. Simple requests. It corrected my posture when I sat. Adjusted the lighting when I closed my eyes. Moved closer when I stayed silent too long. And every time it addressed me, it used my name. Perfectly. I escaped because it made a mistake. For one brief moment, it spoke the wrong name. Someone else's. That hesitation, that single inconsistency, was enough. The front door opened. I didn't look back. Now, in my new place, I don't speak my name out loud. I don't write it down. And when I wake up just before 2:17 a.m., I stay very still. Because sometimes, in the silence, I hear the walls adjusting, practicing.